Yo, what's up guys, it is Seahawks here, we're back with another video. Today I'm giving you every NFL team's biggest draft need. We are 9 days away from the draft. In the single digits, finally. Cannot wait any longer. Need the draft now. We're doing it tier list style as always, and we just got one tier, and it's just need, with a lot of exclamation marks. And it's in red, because red normally means bad. But the draft is a good thing. So we're going to start with the Baltimore Ravens. I think they need another receiver for Lamar. Outside of Zay Flowers, what do you really got? I mean, unless they sign something. I mean, you could say D-Hop is a weapon if you still want to. Not really. He's going to be there for 1 year, probably his last year in the NFL. So you need a young receiver to complement with Zay Flowers for Lamar Jackson. He can't run an offense with just Zay Flowers, Mark Andrews, and Derrick Henry, and sometimes Isaiah Likely. It's just not possible. Get Lamar another pass catcher. Same with the Panthers. Get Bryce Young an actual number one receiver. I said in my mock draft they should take Tataria McMillan, or however you say his name, the guy from Arizona that doesn't watch film, I guess. I don't know. I don't even know if that clip was recent. I've been hearing people say it was from 2 years ago, so whatever. But Bryce Young needs just a big receiver, and McMillan is a big receiver. He's a fast receiver, so get him for Bryce Young if you can. Eagles, what do they need? I mean, just get the best available Georgia player, because we all know that's what you're gonna do anyway. So, but in all seriousness, get could use some interior O-line after losing Becton. You could get some D-line for Brandon Graham's or for his replacement. Secondary's never a bad thing to have, but you pretty much fixed that in the last draft. Could use a new tight end possibly, because Dallas Goedert might be traded still. Who knows anymore? But just one of those 3 or 4 things I just listed. You'll be fine. Packers. Receiver. Get a true number one. Get some secondary help. But mainly get Jordan Love, like a real number one. Yeah, a lot of number 2s and 3s, aren't the worst things to have, but a true number one reliable guy, that would really help with Jordan Love. Matthew Golden, McMillan, he won't be there, but you never know. Just someone for Jordan Love. And now, the Commanders. Maybe a running back. Probably not, though. I mean, Brian Robinson, he's a talented running back. Maybe a tight end, because Ertz is probably going to be gone after this season. Probably some O-line, probably some run support, some secondary. You lost Jeremy Chin, so it'd be a good place to start. Just get some run support, especially for against Philly. That would really help. Now the Bills, something to beat the Chiefs in the playoffs with. Literally something. And don't trade with them again, for the love of God. Don't trade with the Chiefs again, Buffalo. You've done it twice, and you've regretted it once. Give it, I'd say another year or two for it to be a big regret with Worthy. But just draft a useful asset that could help you beat the Chiefs in the playoffs when it matters most. Or the Bengals, just to get over that hump where you actually beat a real team in the playoffs. That's not the Ravens. Like an actual force team, like the Chiefs. Now the Saints, quarterback, I'm done with Derek Carr. He's so god-awful. And he might not even play majority of this upcoming season because he has a shoulder problem or something. But yeah, I'm done with Derek Carr. Even if you reach on one in the first or second round, just get someone to replace Derek Carr. Rattler's not the answer. Hayner's not the answer. Definitely not. And anyone else below Haener is definitely not even close. Now the Falcons. Just something on your defense. Think that be pretty good. Maybe a new center because Dahlman is a bear now. But you need some pass rushing help. You need just a front seven piece. That's not a reach as well. Now the Seahawks. O-line. Because John Schneider signed one O-lineman. I really want Nick Emmanwori though. I want him more than anything for the Seahawks. I mean, if you really reach on Tyler Booker if Nick isn't available at 18 or Gray's able, one of those three, I'll be so happy if it's one of those three. If it's like anything else, I mean, if it's a receiver, I'd understand, but I don't think that's a big need for us right now. I'd understand though, but I want Greg Zabel, Nick Emmanwori, or Tyler Booker at pick 18. Or maybe if we trade down, get some more picks. Wouldn't be the worst thing ever, but safety or an inside offensive lineman. Now the Patriots. Get a weapon. Get something. Get Travis Hunter probably. You're probably going to get him. But get Drake May something to work with. Stephon Diggs is old. Kendrick Bourne is getting up there in age. Polk, did he do anything last year? I mean, he drafted like 2 receivers last year, and I don't think they did absolutely anything. So, get Drake May a weapon, get him an offensive line. That'd be nice as well, so we don't have to see him die again this season. Jaguars, probably some more front seven help. Probably another option for Lawrence to work with. You lost Evan Engram, traded away Christian Kirk. Gabe Davis was injured early on, I'm pretty sure. So, I'd either want Trevor Lawrence to have another toy to play with, or the front seven to be more mauling towards opposing quarterbacks. One of those two. Cleveland. If it's not Abdul Carter, if it's not Shedeur Sanders, I don't know what the hell you're thinking. If it's not one of those two, you guys already failed the entire draft. There is rumors that you are going to trade down, which, I mean, if you trade down and get another first-round pick out of it, that'd be something. But I don't know many teams that have a first-round or more than one first-round pick. I don't actually think any team has more than one first-round pick in this draft, so I wouldn't even admire trading down. I would say no. I would draft Abdul Carter or Shedeur Sanders, nothing else. Just do it, Cleveland. Do something right for once. Now the Texans. Get CJ a fucking offensive line. You did the one thing that should be illegal in the NFL and is signing Laken Tomlinson after 2024. Absolute worst offensive lineman I've ever seen play for the Seahawks. Yes, he was worse than Jermaine Ifedi. Now we got the Raiders. You need a running back. You really need a running back. You could also use another receiver. A lot of these teams can use receivers. I'm sorry if I'm being repetitive, but it's true. Could really use some defensive help. Not your line, though. Your line is fine. Maybe some linebackers, secondary, but you really need a running back. Whether it's Genti at 6, whether it's Omarion Hampton later on. He's probably not going to make it out of the first round, though. Definitely not making it out of the top 40, that's for damn sure. That should be like a given that he won't make it out of the top 40, but you really need a running back, Raiders. Really need another option for Geno. I mean, Myers and Bowers is fine, but you could use a little more. Now I got the Niners. Probably no lineman. I mean, you lost Aaron Banks. You still have Williams, but he ain't playing for much longer. Really, outside of Trent Williams, you got nothing on your offensive line. Um, probably, probably a corner as well, because Charvarius Ward is on the Colts now, so that'd be a good place to have a foundation starting point at. But you really need something on your offensive line, whether it's Greg Zabel, whether it's Tyler Booker, whether it's anyone else. But start there. Now the Jets. Probably tight end, honestly. Um, Either a tight end or some more O-line depth. Can never have enough O-line depth in the NFL today, especially with Justin Fields being your quarterback. Could use a DJ Reed replacement if you haven't got one yet. Could use maybe if you actually do trade Breece Hall, which would be stupid, and use the pick you get to replace him, but that ain't gonna be easy. I don't get why you would trade away Breece Hall, but anyway, tight end, corner 2. That's my starting point. Now Dallas, you need a receiver. You need Dak Prescott to have another toy other than CeeDee Lamb. You could also draft a running back because Miles Sanders and Javonte Williams in 2025 are not good running backs to have in your backfield as starting caliber running backs. Maybe backups that come in at crucial moments, even though that'd be also a stupid thing, but maybe Genty, maybe Hampton, maybe someone else in the later rounds, but receiver, running back, Zach Martin replacement, which is almost impossible to do. First ballot Hall of Famer right there. That's not easy to replace. Maybe give Micah Parsons some help. You guys need a lot, but I'd start with some offensive weapons. Now the Bengals. I mean, is this really a question? Just anything on defense next. Lions. Probably a compliment to Aiden Hutchinson. Get someone else on that D-line. I think you guys had a decent free agency overall, but you lost Carlton Davis, but you replaced him with DJ Reed, who I think is better, so you did fine there. Yeah, probably just another pass rusher. Now the Chargers. Get a Quentin Johnston replacement. Screw that guy. I'm so done with him. So done with him. Maybe a tight end, maybe Colston Loveland or Tyler Warren if one of them are still there at pick 19, 20, something like that. But yeah, just get a pass catcher, or just like the Lions, a compliment for Khalil Mack, because you don't got Joey anymore. Maybe also a corner, because Asante Samuel isn't signed still at the time of this being filmed. So just get one of those 3 things. Now the Steelers. As of now, you have no quarterback, so I think that'd be a good place to start. I think everyone knows you're going to draft Jalen Milroe at your pick, even though you're already going to sign Aaron Rodgers. But yeah, just reaching on a quarterback. Everyone knows you're going to do it, Steelers, so just make it happen. Giants, they got pick 3 or 4, so I guess whatever the Patriots don't do. If you somehow can get Travis Hunter, I'd say get Travis Hunter. I mean, you're fine with quarterback, so don't get one even if Shador is there, but you never know with them. Maybe get Malik Neighbors a friend. Maybe some linebackers. I'd get something on offense, though. Get an Evan Neal replacement, because that guy sucks. Now we got the Vikings. Cameron Bynum replacement would be nice. Maybe a safety. If somehow Nick Emanwari falls to you, I say you should draft him. You're fine at running back. You're fine at receiver. You're fine at tight end, even though you guys don't even use them, really. Maybe some offensive line, even though you hammered that, like, really well. But yeah, I just think secondary would be your starting spot. That would be a nice place to start. Now the Titans. If you do not take Cameron Ward, now this is coming from not the biggest Cam Ward fan. If you don't draft Cam Ward, what the actual hell are you? What's your plan here? What's the thought process if you don't take Cameron Ward? If you really believe in Will Levis, I guess, which is laughable at this point, but that'd be wild if they take someone that's not named Cameron Ward. If they do take Abdul Carter, that wouldn't necessarily be the worst thing, but you need a quarterback. Titans take the best one on the board. Now we got Denver. Running back. Feel pretty confident saying that. I think they're going to draft Hampton still. If he falls to them. I think your offense is fine overall. Your defense is fine as well. I just think you need a running back because Javante's gone, and I don't really know anyone that you have. I mean, Estime. That's about it. Unless it's signed a running back that I don't know of, but I just think everything's looking at you guys taking Hampton. I think that's gonna happen. Now the Colts. Just for the hell of it, I really want to say a quarterback, but not quite yet. Even though I've been done with Anthony Richardson for the longest time. Could use some O-line. You lost like 2 of your linemen, I'm pretty sure, to the Vikings, if I'm not mistaken. So that ain't good. I'd start there. Maybe a compliment to Pittman. I would start on your line though. Now I got the Chiefs. Not a tight end. I mean, maybe a tight end if somehow Warren or Loveland is at 31, but there's no way. Probably a receiver. I mean, you got Worthy, you got Marquise Brown, you brought him back. You still got Kelsey, but he's aging. Still got Pacheco. Maybe a lineman because you traded Joe Tooney. I think you're fine at linebackers. I think you're fine on your D-line. Maybe secondary help because Justin Reed is gone. But you should really start on finding a Tooney replacement if you haven't. Now we got the Rams. I think they should draft a quarterback, but I don't think that's their biggest need right now. Definitely don't need receivers. You're fine at tight end. Don't need a running back. I think your offense is fine besides your interior O-line. Maybe some secondary. Maybe. I think secondary would be your spot to start. But you definitely need some interior O-line. You just need depth all around because your team keeps getting injured. Just depth at every position possible. Now the Dolphins, get someone to I don't know, push Tyreek out, even though that's not going to happen, but it should. Get a receiver. Tyreek Hill is such a horrible person. Jalen Waddle would be his replacement, so I guess get someone that would take Jalen Waddle's number 2 spot. You don't need a tight end. You still got Jonnu. Still got Jalen Ramsey. Maybe your front 7. But I would try to get a receiver. Probably the fastest one you could find because Mike McDaniel loves speed. So that's where I'd start. Alright. Cardinals. I don't think their front seven needs much work. Not in the first round, at least. Buda Baker is getting old. Maybe Malarkey, whatever his first name is, but Starks from Georgia. It's tough. Maybe, I've said this a lot, but maybe a compliment for Marvin Harrison Jr. No, just a lot of these teams, I just think they need some extra receiver help. It's like the first thing I can think of. But you're definitely fine on your backfield. You're fine at tight end because you just gave McBride a bag. Maybe something on your O-line. Something with your secondary. Your front seven is fine. So secondary or O-line, I'd start there. Now the Bears. If Genty is somehow at your first pick, you should take him and run with it. I probably said that about Dallas as well. I probably said that about some other teams, but like DeAndre Swift, he's just not good. It's always been like an O-line problem, but he's just not good. You saw with Philly when they had a great O-line, he wasn't that good. He had like 2-3 good games for the Eagles, and then just did nothing. I don't think Swift should be a starter in the NFL. I think he should be like a third down or second down guy, just a down guy that comes in every now and then to give some oomph for your offense. I think Genty would be great with Chicago, especially if their freaking line would block for Caleb. So, Bears should take a running back. Now to end with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Maybe some defense. Possibly a receiver. Mike Evans is on the final year of his contract, and this might be his last year for all we know. I think your offense is fine. I love Bucky Irving. I like Kate Otten. Obviously, I love Baker. You definitely don't need a quarterback. Your receivers are fine, but I think some depth would always be good. Maybe some O-line depth. But yeah, I think either some defense or Mike Evans possible replacement, even though that will never happen, should be where the Buccaneers start in the draft. Well, anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please like, comment, and subscribe, and turn the notification bell on so you'll never miss an upload. I will see you in the next video. Go Hawks!